Good morning. So today for our enrichment activities for animals crafting session, we're going to be making a giraffe from a kitchen roll tube. And you'll need a pencil and some scissors, and on this project we're going to use non-toxic paint to paint the giraffe. So before we start any projects for our animal enrichment, we want to make sure we've washed our hands. And remember, you need to be using non-toxic products such as non-toxic glue, or in this case today we're going to be using non-toxic paint. So for the giraffe, we're just going to use one tube to make the giraffe. And the first thing we want to do is just draw with a pencil a rough outline for where we're going to have legs. So the way I started was to just draw an arch, both front and back, and then again on the sides. And I don't usually be really exact on these sorts of things. You can adjust as you go. We'll cut that out. So I have my arch. I'm just going to cut up and leave the pieces in place for now. We'll see how this is going to look. And in this case, I'm going to push them up into the tube. Not quite far enough on that one. Push them up into the tube. And I'm going to leave the pieces in the tube because that will allow us to put some treat items or food items in the tube, and there's less chance that it's going to fall through. We would probably put some paper in there anyway. So I have this kind of shape cut out, and they're going to create, they're basically the giraffe legs. So once I have the giraffe legs, I want to pick the in between, these are going to be the front legs. And then again, you want to draw onto your tube what is going to become the giraffe's neck. And most of this, again, I'm guesstimating, and then we're going to arch it around and join up on the other side. Let's see how this is going to look. So again, I've got my shape drawn on here. This is going to become the neck, and I'm going to cut this piece away. And the neck. And then this is going to get a little fiddlier to cut around. Now I'm going to trim it because it's a bit tricky sometimes to see where it goes, and that's essentially the shape that we have. And then we want to round over the corners of the top, and you're going to bend that over, and that basically becomes our giraffe face. So there's the basic shape. You have the neck, we have the head, and there's the body. So the next step that we would do in this project is to paint it. Now you could try covering with tissue paper or construction paper, but I think in this case painting is going to actually be easier, and as long as it's non-toxic paint, that would be safe for many of our animals and your pets at home to get. So I actually did one earlier that I have painted, and so I painted obviously in the yellow, and then I put some brown spots over. I did add at the top little ears and the ossicones, and I just cut them out of construction paper. A lot more fiddly. You don't necessarily have to do that. And I also added on a tail. and that basically is your giraffe. Now we could spray some scents on this, we could stuff some dry diet in there, and a lot of our animals can get this. Now we do have Giraffe at Niabi, Twigger in Kenya, but this might be a little bit small for them, but they get enrichment every single day along with most of our other animals, and many of our animals would enjoy this kind of product. So if you wanted to make these at home for your pets, your dogs, your cats, your small mammals, birds, reptiles, and use that as an enrichment item for them, or you could also make some of these if you wanted to, and when we are open you could potentially bring them to the zoo for many of our animals to enjoy. So we hope you join us in making this lovely, very miniature version of Kenya or Twigger. Thanks for watching.